Mommy, quit sleeping. I know I said I was gonna go do stuff off camera, but it didn't take that long. Oh, okay. Hey everybody, it's Stormy Iris, and welcome back to more Okami. In the last episode, we finished up our battle at Welku Shrine, defeating the twin demons, Leshku and Nechku. And also in the last episode, the way to the Ark of Yamato has opened, allowing us to progress inside and battling the darkness once and for all. So, a lot has happened since the last episode. And immediately I'm going to say that a lot of the stuff that I've done is in the video description. For any guides that I use to be able to get this far are definitely going to be in the description below. Of course, any simple things like wanted lists are basically, are really just more or less going to be written out. It's a basic thing for the wanted list. I already kind of showed what it was like for the wanted list in one of the episodes when we were in Shinshu Field. So already starting off here, I have all the solar unit health things, which means I went around, I upgraded every single one of my solar units, and we've already had our ink pots fully upgraded. So also I have all the weapons, of course. It's not a really big surprise. All the equipment. Actually, I'm gonna equip that for that one. We really don't need the holy bell at this point. So this all about, like, that's basically that. I now have three extra gold dust that I can use. But I'm going to. There's one more there's actually two more. Those are. I'm gonna imagine they're either from shops. Actually, no. I know where the last two are. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know where the last two are. Those are going to be from shop. So, if anything else up to this point, I got the last two upgrades. I got Power Slash 3, and I also got Cherry Bomb 3. So that way I can now cut maximum things with Power Slash and do maximum damage, and I can now make 3 Cherry Bombs. If anything else, that's all I really got done, and besides just getting a bunch of yen and stuff like that, and just maximizing the amount of enemies I could have fought. And I spent about 4 hours after last episode just doing all of that, just making sure I was double prepared for this, because if we actually go into my items here, I have 20 ink pots, 15 vengeance slips, 23 godly charms, a bunch more of these items that I'm definitely going in with just to be sure that I am the most prepared for this that I can possibly be. But without much further delay, I guess we're just doing it. Oh no, never mind. it's just it turning to nighttime, I suppose. But at long last, there's nothing left for us to do now. We're heading up, but not without a cutscene. Wait, Ami. You know what will happen if you cross this rainbow bridge and board the Ark of Yamato, don't you? I mean, that boat is bad news. The people of Kamui all know that. It's the most hated and feared thing in all of the land. Even legends have nothing good to say about it, or Lauchi Lake. And you know there's no turning back once you board that thing. Huh? You look like you want to say something? Resolve? I mean, you've got the resolve to pass the point of no return? Do you have the resolve? Of course. There's nothing else we can do. I see. Well, I guess this is it then. Ami? Don't you go dying like you did 100 years ago. Yes. Just at this point, know that once you say yes to that, there is no going back. Once you board the Ark of Yamato, you're in the end game. You cannot come back from it no matter what you do. So, finishing our boarding here. Wait a sec, Ami. Well, we've been through a lot together. How long has it been since we first met? It all started in the Valley of Sakuya's chest. The Valley of Sakuya's chest. And then we laid the smackdown on Orochi, then that fox wench. We even went inside an emperor's body and traveled to the bottom of the sea. Then, before I knew it, I found myself back in my own land. And now it all ends with the appearance of the legendary Ark. But for you, it's just the start of an even greater adventure. Sorry, Ami. I'm afraid this is where we say goodbye. As I told you from the beginning, I joined you so that I could steal those 13 brush techniques of yours. We've found them all during our travels. And now, each and every one has been etched into my mind. It's not like I've mastered them yet, but I plan on having loads of fun with my newfound skills. It's a bit sad to see you go, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Take care of yourself, pal. No, Ami, no. Look, you're a god. I'm a sprite. We live in completely different worlds. The road ahead may be a tough one, but it's one you're just gonna have to walk alone. I know. It's just, I got things I need to do too, you know. Now let's wrap this up. I can't stand long goodbyes. Farewell, my furry friend. Hold it right there, furball! How many times do I have to tell you? We gotta go our separate ways. Now leave me alone, you thick-headed lump of fur. Hey, don't attack the dog. The dog saved you more times than you could ever know. He's right, Machete. Your way lies with this Ark. He's fruity. Waka. You again. At last, a path to the heavens has opened up. Oh, fantastique. How long have I yearned for this moment? 200 years? No, must have been much longer. Ah, what are you babbling on about now, you big fruitcake? A path to the heavens? On that creepy old hunk of junk? What a fitting exit for a half-baked prophet like you. I have no idea what you're up to, and frankly, I don't care. I'm not a part of this anymore, so I'm gonna split. Have fun, you two. Afraid of the legendary Ark, are we? Ooh, even Ami's like, oof, you got told. What did you say? Well, if you must go, then go. Besides, only those worthy of the trip to the heavens may board the fabled Ark of Yamato. You never had a ticket, and you never will. Why, you witless two-bit half-baked prophet? You're just trying to trick me into getting on that stupid boat. I'm not gonna fall for it for something like that. I'm no fool. So there. Wait a sec. I know. Maybe I should just hop on board your little boat. Yeah, and then I should tear the place apart as a little parting gift to you. Bug zap. Don't blame me. I already told you. Only those worthy of the trip to the heavens may board. But you didn't need me to tell you that, my little bouncing friend. You know very well why you can't board this Ark. Do I not speak of the truth, little celestial envoy? Well, it's about time. My little friend, I have another prophecy for you. Listen up, because this will no doubt come in handy for you. It takes two to tango. The bond of the brush shall intercede. It's so fruity. I thought I'd give you the long version since it was my last. Pretty good, don't you think? Those unwilling to fulfill their own destiny cannot board the ferry to the celestial plane. Life is all about resolve. Outcome is secondary. It is the resolve that determines the value of your life. You have no doubt met many such resolute people in your journeys. Well, my little bouncing friend, I must bid you adieu. Shall we, ma chérie? We have a date with destiny, and we mustn't keep her waiting. So yeah, a lot was just revealed right there, especially about Isun. Mainly that he was meant to be a celestial envoy, but because he didn't want to follow that destiny, he ran off with Ishaku's paintings, and then fled to Shinshu Field, Morley Kamiki Village. Oh, whoa! I just warped over there. My goodness, I can hardly believe it. My eyes may have been enveloped in darkness all this time, but I know when I see a divine being before me. Okami Amaterasu, you have returned home. I, Marco, would like to welcome you on behalf of all Celestials. Celestial being Marco. Oh, I made a mistake. I said you'd return home. You return home, but of course I was wrong. This is the inside of the dreaded Ark that which fell from the heavens. It's nothing like our wonderful home, the Celestial Plane. Alas, only my spirit remains in this world. It's been imprisoned here for many years. Perhaps it was my destiny. Okami Amaterasu, I'd be so grateful if you could bestow upon us a small gift. Not only to me, but those who have succumbed to death. In exchange, I'll give you what I can. Yes. So Marco here is your last second shop in Demon Fang trader. If you trade Demon Fangs, he'll basically give you what we already have, essentially. But if you want to buy stuff from him for like a... Yes, I know. You can sell stuff to him if you have any last second treasures. You can buy stuff, of course. You can always still, like I said, you can buy any last second things if you want to do some last second powering up. The Tundra beads. Pretty sure I already have those. Right? Do I already have those? No, of course I don't. I was in my own mind like, oh, the ultimate weapon for the beads was the stray beads. But then I remember that was the ultimate weapon once you collected all of them. I'm sorry. But don't worry, I'll explain a lot more of my reasoning here. I didn't buy every weapon. And if I were to have bought in that, of course I could go on my own and go back, because you can make a save point before this area and just go do as you please. Before entering here, you can go do some things you never did. Go explore. You're free to do whatever. You're not restricted to just coming here to the Ark of Yamato at all. You can go to like you can go back to Kamiki and horse around for a while. You can do a whole lot of stuff. But because every good game comes with inspiration from Wind Waker, we have a giant boss gauntlet before we face off against the ultimate battle. So there's 5 battles here. We're gonna be actually no, there's 4. Yeah, there's 4 battles here. I'm gonna be doing these in order of how we fought them. So we're gonna be going from the Spider Queen to the Crimson Helm to Orochi, and then to Ninetales. All the enemies we fought in this adventure thus far. Oh, and then Blight. I forgot about him. Okay, so there is 5. I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm going to be speeding this up and playing music over it. If not, I will be doing some post commentary for any extra small tips that I would have for these. But next time on Okami, because this is going to be the rest of the episode, alright? Next time on Okami, once we're finished all of the battles, there's nothing left except the final battle. I'll see you guys then. Let the speed up commence. Also, as a really, really quick note, I forgot that there is going to be some extra dialogue that's going to be telling you a little bit more of the story about the Ark of Yamato and everything that's in it. I'll definitely try to slow down the speed up just so that you can possibly read it. Of course, they talk really slow, so it's... I don't know. Yeah, but they're going to be talking, alright? See you guys in the next episode. Sorry about that. Alright, and that is the end of the boss fights that have plagued the Ark of Yamato. From the Spider Queen, to the Crimson Helm, to Orochi, to Blight, and then to Ninetales, which kind of sucked because he really didn't do a whole lot, and I didn't have a whole lot of chances to attack because he didn't decide to attack me. Even nonetheless, I mean, the fights weren't that bad. I almost perfected them all, minus Ninetales, which I almost perfected. Minus the fact that Ninetales really didn't want to attack. He was just like, oh, I'm going to stall him for time as much as possible. Make him record a lot longer than he needs to. No, that's probably just... it's probably just Ninetales' logic. But, at long last, we've reached the end of the Ark of Yamato. And defeated all the bosses. Okami Amaterasu. It has begun at long last. The waves of darkness have finally begun to roll. All this evil power, I cannot hold on much longer. Amaterasu, there's one final thing I must tell you. The man of the Moon Tribe with the golden hair, I want you to tell him something. The Celestials will never forget how he fought alongside you when Orochi attacked. We are forever grateful. A man with golden hair, you might say. However, have I seen that one before? I was just, sorry about the clicking, I was just making sure that my microphone was being picked up and I was actually recording audio. But yeah, the whole other extra story of the Ark of Yamato has been told by the Celestials here. Well, since, they were the people on board when it happened. So a lot of the story is that, the Ark of Yamato was made in the case of when the Celestials, if they ever needed to escape. This is what the, Ark of Yamato was made for. It was made by the Moon Tribe, and little did they know that there was something so dark that had been nested in the Ark of Yamato. And when Orochi attacked, because Orochi was from the moon, from one of the dialogues called it the monster from the moon, they had fled with the Ark of Yamato, but they had no idea what the darkness that was inside the Ark of Yamato would actually do. So they were all slaughtered in the massacre that was the Ark of Yamato. If you couldn't tell, the one person who had escaped from the darkness, the man with golden hair, is Waka. If it really wasn't, quite obvious from that entire thing. But at long last, we have all the weapons. I didn't think that we'd get all the weapons, but we did. That's all the weapons that we could possibly have right now. And because I feel really cool about myself, let's equip that as my sub. At long last, nothing else remains in the Ark of Yamato. Except the end. Next time on Okami, we're heading up there for the final battle. See you guys then. It came so fast.